Hey everybody, and welcome to Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. I am Eric. On the bar today, I have a special uncorking of Highland Park, 21 years old, single malt Scotch whiskey, the August 2019 release. As always with an uncorking video, I'm going to give you a nose taste finish review of this single malt. Tell you a little bit about the value, give you my final thoughts, and give you a preliminary final score. But first, I just want to give a shout out to the entire whiskey community. This is my 100th whiskey review and wouldn't be here without all the support y'all have given. So thanks so much. Really excited to crack this bottle in honor of my 100th whiskey video. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, Highland Park 21, this is what the bottle is looking like. This is a brand new release from them that came out just about 1 year ago. This is the newest of their 21-year-old range, and they had actually discontinued it for quite some time, and now it is back. This is what the new bottle is looking like. You've got kind of that embossed Highland Park logo and the Viking stuff going on it. This one is at 46% ABV, so this is actually coming in a little bit lower than the previous Highland Park 21, which was 47.5%. On the bottle, not much, has a little bit of tasting notes. Pretty nice presentation, however. As for the box, comes in this really heavy display case. It says August 2019 release. This is the first one of the new 21-year-old range. Here is what the specs are on the bottle itself. It is 6 first fill sherry seasoned European oak casks, 4 first fill sherry seasoned American oak casks, and 5 refill casks, all selected by Gordon Motion, the master whiskey maker. This is natural color, but I do think it might be chill filtered. So also has some tasting notes. They have a bunch of information on the back here. Talks a bit more about the whiskey. I'll just share a little bit. August 2019 release from casks laid down in 1998 and earlier years. Pride ourselves in our intense balance of our whiskey, a balance we consistently achieve by carefully hand selecting casks we know will marry well for this 21-year-old. The focus was on delivering balance through perfectly harmonized flavors, et cetera, et cetera. Bit more tasting notes. Bit more about Highland Park written here on the inside. Similar to kind of what I was just sharing with you. So 15 casks in total, and we will get into it now. Let's not wait any longer. Really excited to open this bottle, y'all. All right. Solid pop. Smells like a Highland Park. Right. We got some of this in the glass. Let me show you what the color is looking like. As I said, this is a naturally colored whiskey. Here we go. Okay, let's get into it. First off, right away on the nose, warm, inviting fruit, sweetness, spice in the background. So right away, we're getting some little bit of wisp of smoke, kind of that sweet heather peat smoke Highland Park is known for. Apple, kind of juicy berry red fruit. Spice, slight cinnamon, slight nutmeg. Little bit of a alcohol bite on it, but not much. Honey. It just smells like a very well-rounded whiskey. Nothing really jumping out at you. Everything is really well balanced. All right, let's give it a taste. Cilantro. Oh, wow. Incredibly just gentle but viscous mouthfeel. Right away on the tongue, tropical fruits, which I tend to notice in older single malt scotches. Pineapple, honeydew melon, those juicy red fruits are there. As it develops, the oak spice kicks in. You're getting a bit of nutmeg, cinnamon, slightly pepper note, but it is all just really well balanced As it goes into the finish, really long finish, little bit of a citrus, dried fruit, looking kind of like apricot, raisin, milk chocolate, hanging on for a really long time. Surprisingly bold. This is a bit of a heavier Highland Park than I expected. The 18-year-old Highland Park, which is the next oldest I've had, I tend to find to be a little bit of a lighter whiskey. This one has got a bit more going on. Okay, let's get a little water on this, y'all. As I mentioned, 46% ABV is what this is married to. About a teaspoon of water on this. Oh, wow. A nice, musty, there is that tropical fruit note again coming through more now with the addition of water. Sweet, spicy, savory. That citrus note's a little bit more here on the nose too. It's brightened up with the addition of water. But boy, that core foundation of just this kind of warm, well-rounded, oaky spice. A little bit of smoke in the background, but again, it's just a wisp, not a very smoky whiskey. As most Highland Parks are. They're usually relatively light on the smoke. But it's there. There's that honey note again. Nutmeg, cinnamon. Wow. All right, let's give it another taste. Incredible mouthfeel on this. Soft but oily, as I was mentioning before. That does not change at all with the addition of water. The spice note is still there. As it develops, that oak spice is there. You're getting a bit more of a like slight saltiness now, a bit more citrus, those juicy red fruits. I'm thinking it's kind of red berries. Playing really well. Again, with that kind of warming, light cinnamon, light caramel, riding into the finish. It's a creamy finish, hangs on still for quite a while, even with the addition of water. It's a really, really nice whiskey. We got to give this one more taste. Starting to pick up a bit more of the sherry notes now, even stronger than before. A little bit more drying. Again, juicy red fruit, dark red fruit, dried fruit. A whole lot going on here. Here is one more look at the bottle. Highland Park 21. All right. So, value-wise, this is not the easiest whiskey to get in the United States. If you do find it on the market, you are looking at a hefty $300 to $350 price tag. There are a lot of whiskeys in that range. The question is, does this one stack up to those? And when I think of a couple of other ones that you can find right around that same price, Glengoyne 25 comes to mind. Even some of the Bunnahabhain Black Art. I think this whiskey stands well on its own, but it's not quite up to speed compared to those two, which I think are even more profound whiskeys. But this is no slouch, absolutely delicious. Really gonna look forward to digging into this some more. So if you're looking to buy yourself a really special dram, and you can find this at that 300 range, might be worth pulling the trigger on it. You won't be disappointed. So in terms of our preliminary final score, I'm gonna give this a straight up 4 out of 5. Which means I do recommend picking up a bottle of this, especially if you find it at the lower end. Not quite, I want to give it a little bit of a higher score. I wanted to go up to like 4.5, but the complexity is just not quite there. It needs a little bit more happening for me to go that much higher. So I think a 4 is a really solid preliminary score for the neck pour on this. We'll definitely check this out in a couple months. And there you have it. So thanks again to everybody who has subscribed over the last couple of years while I've been doing this. I really appreciate it. And it's a lot of fun sharing my thoughts on whiskey with y'all. So I'll raise this glass to you, Salancha, and I'll catch you next week here on Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews for Whiskey Review 101. Take care.